Hi, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here with Mr. Gurunath Hari, the author of The Sixth Dimension, Overcome Presentism, Excel in Work and Life. Hi, Mr. Gurunath.
Hi, Ram. Good to see you again.
Please tell me more about this book.
Wow, this book is something that I wrote in the year 2014.
Wow.
And it was conceived a lot earlier than that. You know, way back in the year 2001, I don't know whether you remember, we had the dot-com bubble going bust. And that time I was working in a company, in a multinational company, and we were doing very well. But at the same time, because of the space in which I was, I got retrenched. And that was a shocker. My son was just 1 year old. And when I came back, it was pretty brutal that time. And I was there in the office at 9, and at 11 o'clock I was back at home. So for one, it was a rude wake-up call. And subsequently what happened was I got associated with a very smart, intelligent person who was in the healthcare space, which is my domain. And he sensitized me to the concept of wellness. And so for the last almost 14 years, I have been researching this. I studied, what was going through me, the adversity that I found myself in. And that got me to look at people who were even more, adversely affected than me, and looked at what did they do to come out of their situation. And after studying these people, I realized that there was a pattern. And that pattern is what I then researched even further to look for evidence of whether it can be replicatable. And that's what I wrote in this book.
What would be some of the highlights of this book?
The key highlights is I've tried to apply the learnings from my experience for the workforce. So my target is to reach out to employers. It can be corporates, it can be small, medium enterprises. They're all going through the same challenge. Singapore, for example, the recent study, it shows that we are the healthiest nation from an Asia perspective. At the same time, the same Singaporeans, we are the unhappiest of the lot.
Unhappiest, wow.
Yeah, in Asia. So the healthiest but the unhappiest. So there's something that is broken. And I believe what's broken is the fact that we as Singaporeans and even other countries, we're all being pushed to one dimension of our well-being. And that is usually the physical dimension.
I believe there are 6 dimensions. Huh?
There are 6. And then again, how did I come to that 6 is also an important realization that I had. Because I studied a lot of organizations, including places like the U.S. Air Force, the National Wellness Institute in the U.S., and Gallup, and then the other organizations, and they all have they've identified different dimensions of well-being. And I found that there was no congruence among all these things. So I decided that there has to be a core set of colors, like you have in optics you have the primary colors. From this you can generate every other color. Similarly, I found that the 6 dimensions that I came up with are the primary colors of holistic well-being. And every other dimension of well-being that you can think of can arise from these things.
What would be one tip that you can actually share with our viewers?
Oh wow, great question, Ram. If you want to ask me, there are multiple tips. So obviously life is not as easy as that. There are many tips which are required for us to be able to thrive in today's world. I can give you one for now. May not be the greatest tip, but one tip is to think that we are not just our bodies.
That's a thought that we've got to think about now. To think that we're not our bodies. Thank you so much, Mr. Gurunath. It's been a pleasure.
Likewise.
Yeah. If you want to know more about the 6 dimensions, you can actually visit Mr. Gurunath's website. Just look at the link below. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ram. Thanks for
Hi guys, I just interviewed an international bestseller in Amazon, Mr. Gurunath, The 6 Dimensions. So if you also would like to be interviewed, you can always contact me. Remember to like, subscribe and share and comment below, and we hope to produce videos that you might like in the future. This is Ram from Ram It Up.